Hello and welcome to ABC Acres. I'm Grant Shadden, and we've been asked about our mobile chicken coop and how one goes about designing and building a mobile chicken house, and why do you even want your chicken house to be mobile? First off, for us, with having a larger acreage, we wanted a larger number of birds. So we wanted something that was going to be able to house at least 50 laying hens for us. We went with this old hay wagon chassis, which we just had on the farm, and we did a little bit of restoration and renovation to it, and we built a deck on top of it, and then went with just some typical stick frame construction, and built in some storage here. So we have our chicken feed and our grit, any containers, our herbs that we put in the nesting box area. And we're going to go through some of these features of why we built it the way we did and how it's been really functional for us. The mobility of our chicken coop allows us to move it all throughout our property, using the chickens' behavior where we need it, being able to spread out their fertility, their scratching, their pest management and eating insects, eating weed seeds. We can manage them much more easily. Instead of having them just stationary in one spot, we can move them all throughout our property. And part of the reason why is the solar panel on the roof. With our batteries and our charger, we can charge our electric chicken net fence around them to protect them from predators and also keep them in an area where we want them. Also, with this hay wagon chassis, it has a nice space between the ground and the deck, and that gives the chickens a place to go and hide when they see birds of prey circling overhead. And oftentimes, if we don't see the chickens out in the field, we see them underneath and we look up, and sure enough, you have something circling. And then we have our storage area where we can take our feed, our grit, any extra waterers, and we can store our electric net fence when we're moving them. And it's a self-contained system, and it's worked really well for us so far. An additional feature that you can't see, but is a very important one, is ventilation. Below this overhang, we have about a 3.5–4 inch gap that allows that air to circulate, for the air to ventilate out, keeping fresh air for the chickens as they're roosting there at night, keeping that moist, cold air in the wintertime from being able to settle around them, which could cause frostbite. We're letting that out, and it's keeping a good, clean, fresh air in the space for the chickens. Another important aspect for these mobile chicken houses is access. Depending on where our fencing is and where we're wanting to let the chickens into, we put 4 different access doors with these ramps going down to let our chickens in and out. Now, technically, with these 4 access doors, this isn't a chicken coop. It's a chicken sedan because it has 4 doors. Think about that. We also have access. Another feature of our self-contained mobile chicken housing are our ramps, which detach, and then our ramp holders. So when we come and close our coop at the night to keep our hens protected, we simply just close that door and store our ramps up on the side for the night. And we can move our ramps right along with our mobile chicken housing when we're moving them on to new pastures as well. Another important aspect of accessibility is for us. We're the ones managing the flock and taking care of them. So we installed our man door here, and we have a chain latch, so on a windy day we can keep that open, and this gives us opportunity to come in, harvest our eggs, clean out the coop when need be, check on the health of the chickens, and and keep everything running smoothly. So nice convenient sized door for us. We have our access for the chickens for them, and everyone can do what they need to do. Inside the chicken coop, we have our nesting boxes on both sides, keeping the weight balanced out when we're moving this, and giving them ample spaces to nest in, lay their eggs. And then we also have our roosting bars here in the back. And along with that, with the number of birds that we have, we caught a hen in the act of laying an egg. But here, in addition to our roosting bars that are in the back, we added this feature where we have a rope and pulley system with additional roosting bars that drop down. So that just gives us extra space and flexibility to be able to roost our chickens. So when we come in to clean out and harvest our eggs in the morning, we just simply pull this up for the day, and then after we're done harvesting in the afternoon, we let it back down so our ladies have a nice place to rest for the night. Well, there you have it, our mobile chicken house. This has been in operation for about 2 years, and after a couple years of use, honestly, we have things about this design that we really like and enjoy working with, and then there's been some aspects that we've seen some need for improvement. And we have been working on improvements in our design, and actually are in the process of having our new mobile chicken house 2.0 constructed, and it will be out in the field here in a couple weeks. And we'll do a follow-up video to show you the improvements that we made based on our first design and assessing that. If you have any questions, be sure to write one down in the comment and we'll get back to you. Thanks.